I don't know. Have a good day, okay?
Hi, morning everyone. My name is Kai from Workwell and I'm your host for today's webinar. Welcome. As we wait for the rest of today's attendees join in, please enjoy the music and we'll start promptly in about 5 minutes. Thank you.
Why did she send it to you?
She wants to come back.
Hi everyone, welcome to our webinar. Once again, my name is Kai from Workwell. I'm your host for today, and on behalf of my team, I'd like to shout out a big thank you to all of you for taking time out to join us today. We really appreciate you being here. I'm sure a lot of you, including myself, very excited and can't wait for Leslie, who's our main speaker today. Known as the rice cooker man, you all might have seen many of his recipes that he's painstakingly and passionately curated and shared across his social channels. So today he'll be coming on in just a moment to share his famous and popular Muah Chee recipe while demonstrating it live with you all. For myself, I've been lucky enough to try his mochi. I must say it's really short, and I think y'all will like it. So just a bit of housekeeping before we bring on Leslie. If you all have any questions, please remember and feel free to type them in the Q&A section below, right? So that he'll be able to go through them later. Also, in case you'd like to actually revisit today's webinar, don't worry. The webinar will be recorded and uploaded to our page, so you can actually check it out after today. All right, so without further ado, everyone please join me to welcome Leslie.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Give me a minute. Let me start my video. Just give me a sec. Hang on, yeah. Give me a minute. Well, I start the video for my. Oops. Okay. Wait. Give me a minute. Something. Yes. So just want to make sure that. So I'm setting up my camera now for my rice cooker, so you can actually see how I do my recipe. So good morning, everyone. Thanks again for joining us today. So I'm just going to go straight right down to actually doing this mochi. So this mochi has been something that a bit backstory. So while growing up, right, the most fond memory I have is always my father would bring me to pasar malam, like night markets, and always buy mochi for us to eat. So since young, it's something that I always love eating, and it's something that always let me my fondest memory when growing up. That every time I eat this, it always brings me back to when I was young. So these are the two ingredients that you actually really need. And the third one would be actually sesame oil. But these are the two key ingredients. So this is the brand that I always use. There are a lot of other brands of glutinous rice flour, but after doing a lot of trial and error, and there's a lot of recipes out there, they do a mixture of certain flours, but this is the best. Just use this flour will do. It's this one brand, you guys can see, as well as this peanut powder from Camel. So these two are easily found in your regular supermarket outlets. So it doesn't take too much to get it. I think this one will cost you, I think, about probably like $5-6. Then you can get it. You can get this already. So without further ado, let us start cooking. Okay. So let me turn down the camera so you guys can see. So first and foremost, I will use this cup. This is the cup that I use. So this cup I've used is the rice cooker cup. So of course, if you have any cup you want to use, the ratio still stays the same, which is 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water. So this is just regular water. All right. So some people might ask, is this warm water, room cold water? Room temperature water will do. All right. So let us start first. So first of all, let me pour out. So for today, we are doing a 2-cup recipe. So first of all, let me put in the flour for 1 cup. All right. So you guys got any questions, please feel free to just key in the Q&A session. I'll definitely answer for you while I'm doing cooking. So this is first cup. Okay, next we have second cup. Okay, we are almost done. Oops. Okay, second cup. This is the second cup. Once it's in, next what we do is we will just add water. So just now we add 2 cups of flour, so 2 cups of water. Of course, for my recipe is more of the more towards the what you call it, a softer version. It's more soft. If you prefer a firmer version, what you're going to do is all you need to, or rather, all you need to do is just reduce the water you need. Maybe it's 1:3/4. So 1:3/4 versus 1:1. All right. Just a bit more. Yep. We're done. So Rob, you said that actually will the recipe be posted online anyway? Yes, it's actually posted on my Facebook profile as well. Of course, for those who have joined us for today, what we're going to happen is that we're actually going to email you the recipe as well, so they can do it at home. All right. So don't worry about it. Just in case you guys cannot follow me today. All right. Next. So what we're going to do now is just going to take a fork and just stir. So while we're stirring these, right? So while stirring these, all we need to do is just keep stirring to make sure there's no more lumps. Okay. So this one, the whole process will take probably about, say, the whole cooking process, in fact, takes about 15 minutes, but the preparation, everything, another 10 minutes. So this whole process will take maximum half an hour. Okay, we all need to just scoop. Okay. So right now, all you need to do is just stir. And if you see any clumps, just use your fork and just break it apart. So you guys can see. Yeah. Okay. Once you get most of the lumps out, okay, as you can see, there's still a bit more lumps. Flour. So one question someone asked is also, do I need to use specifically this brand? Actually, no, that you can use any brand as well, so long it's a glutinous rice flour. Take note that it's only glutinous rice flour. Okay, someone asked also, do I need to put the oil now? No, you don't need to put the oil right now. You put it much later, then I will show you step by step, okay? So you can see, okay, as you can see here, most of the lumps from the fork, most of the lumps are all, okay, here's a bit more, but you can see that most of it is almost gone already. Okay, so you just need a bit more time to remove all the lumps. And okay, you can see, okay, most of the lumps, you can see, if you can see my fork, most of the lumps are all gone already. Okay, just a bit, it's fine. If just a bit, it's fine. Again, you can see it's all gone. So next, what we need to do is we set up our rice cooker. So you guys can see the rice cooker, right? Okay, let me adjust it better for you guys to see. So you have a top-down view.
Yes, bro, the view is great.
Okay, Ken, good. So now you have the view ready, right? Okay, so what we do is, first thing foremost, right, we need to oil it, right? So what I do is use kitchen towel. Okay, kitchen towel, right? What I do is fold it into a quarter using cooking oil, right? Cooking oil. This is cooking oil, by the way, huh? Okay, cooking oil. You just dose a bit. Okay, just a bit. You can see, you know. So let it soak a bit. Okay. Then put in white so that you have a thin layer of oil in the pot. Okay. No need too much oil, but if you feel that the coverage is not enough, just add a bit more to the towel. All right. Then go another round. Okay. 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 Once this is done, this piece of kitchen cloth, right? Kitchen towel, right? Sorry. Don't throw,
Leslie, someone asked, can we use a steamer instead?
Yes, you can use a steamer instead. You can use a steamer, but for me, why I like to use a rice cooker is, number one, everything is in control, and second thing, once this is done, right, all I need to do is just keep it in the rice cooker under keep warm. I can keep it for even longer. Or else, once you steam already, you have to just keep it there. You will, what you call it? Because of the water vapor, after that you will become mushy. So generally, I don't like to use a steamer. So I usually use rice cooker. I mean, if you want, another way to do it is use the pan. pan is also doable. It's the same thing. So now we are done already. We'll pour the mixture in. Okay, pour the mixture in. All right, we got the mixture in already. Okay, now we need to do is just close the lid. Okay, and we start our rice cooker. So for when we're starting our rice cooker, right, we just start using the normal cook rice mode. The normal cook white rice mode. No need to use any other mode. Just use the cook white rice mode. Okay, and then we just press start. So for once we start this already, we need to start a timer for 3 minutes. Non-stick, will you need to add oil? Yes, you still need to add oil so that it will collate better. So like for mine is a rice. Mine is also a non-stick pan. I still use a rice cooker as well. I mean, sorry, I still oil it as well. Give me a minute, yeah. So once we do, what we do is we start a timer of 3 minutes, and we start cooking. Okay. So while I wait, do let me know if you have any questions for me. All right. Can we just stir the flour in? Someone asked, can we stir the flour in and water directly and save the washing? Yeah, you actually, personally, you can, but the thing again, it's what you're scared of is that if the non-stick, usually because this one becomes very sticky after a while. Once you cook already, right, my mochi is very sticky, or rather, if you know, my mochi is super sticky one. So the thing is, usually I will do it separately, because if I don't oil the pan enough, later part, right, it will be super sticky over the place. So that's why I need the layer and the coat of oil so that it will not collate as much. So that's something that you need to take note of. I hope I answered your question, Evelyn. And non-stick the oil, I also answered already. So is there any questions you guys can ask me as well? Yeah. So while we wait, so one of the mistakes that most of my fans make, right, is actually if you go to the supermarket, there's actually an exact similar packaging. However, if it's red, and I think it's just rice flour. So take note, you must look for it, and don't make the mistake as well of looking for glutinous. Must have the word glutinous, all right? So that you don't make the same mistake as well. Because if you use the normal rice flour, what happens is it will be very clumpy. You'll never get this result. Can? So, so while we are waiting for this part, so since we're waiting for this part, let's us set up the the peanut powder. Okay. So we take a container, preferably a Tupperware container, a reusable container. Okay. Okay, let me show you guys. Wow. So wow, hi Rob. I didn't know. Oh, hi Rob. You're from the States. So, so I'm not sure this brand is available in the US, but so long it's a glutinous rice flour, you can do it already. So not necessarily it has to be. If you can find this brand, it will be perfect, because so far I've tested so many brands in the market. This brand is the best. But the difference between this brand and other brands is the quality, the amount of water.
Perhaps, Leslie, maybe you could briefly hold it up to the screen so that maybe our
I put it here.
attendees that are
can you guys see better?
outside of Singapore can take a screenshot and probably search it on Amazon or something like that.
Okay, so I put this in here so you can see exactly. Okay, can? Is it clear enough for you guys? Yeah, I just leave it there for a while I prepare the peanut powder. So, someone asked when last time I always make it stick together and hard to split to small pieces. Why? Because it's very sticky. So later I'll give you a trick on how to make it less sticky. All right, and that's because of this kitchen towel that is dosed with oil. Remember, later we'll use it. Okay. So what I do is, this is the peanut powder. So again, for Rob, if you are in the US and you cannot find these, right, all you need to do is just buy regular ground peanut, just normal full whole peanut, and you just grind, or use a blender to blitz. But when you are blitzing the peanut, right, please take note, right, if you blitz too fast, the peanut will actually secrete oil. Then it'll be all clumpy. So you have to like blitz and wait and blitz and wait. So it takes a bit of time to create to make this. So for this, right, you can see from here, actually, you can see there's actually sugar inside already, but the ratio for this, right, it's not a lot of sugar. So usually I like it sweeter. So I like it sweeter. So what I usually do is I will add one more. I'll add one more tablespoon of this. Is just regular white sugar. So add just 1 tablespoon of white sugar. Okay, okay. And then I'll just use this container. I'll just cover my container. Okay, I'll cover my container. At least I'll just shake to make sure that the sugar blends properly. Yes, you're right, Rob. Don't make peanut butter. Okay. So try the ideal. I can show you guys. Okay, since I think you guys have seen the flour already, I can show you. So this is what you should be looking at. Very fine grind, fine peanut butter powder. Powder. So you can see it's very fine. And the white, you can see here, these are all the sugar bits. Right? So some places, some of the ones I see that you can buy in our local supermarkets are quite on the coarser side. So when it's more coarse, right, then you don't get the feel of, how do I explain to you? The mouth feel of it. It's very hard for me to explain to you, but it's the mouth feel of it's very different. Sorry, camera on rice cooker not working. Can you see?
Camera on the rice cooker is working for me.
Yeah. Or maybe because
is everyone else okay?
Yeah, if got is everyone okay? Can you help me do me a favor in the chat group, in the chat, right? Help me type yes if you can see my hand waving. If you can't see, just say no, so that at least we know I can troubleshoot for you. Yeah? No, cannot see the camera on the rice cooker. Oh, okay. I think I know why already. Okay, give me a minute. Let us pin this camera as well. Let me see. Okay, if I pin this, wait, means this one I need to keep pin. Okay, I pin this for a while first so that you guys can see better. I think now you guys can see already, right? Okay, those can see, please help me type.
The rice cooker? Yeah.
Okay.
Please help us respond in the chat.
Give me. Still cannot. Wait, let me. Okay, I know how to do it already. Give me a minute, yeah. Can you guys see now? Hey, wait. Wait. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just use the rice cooker for now, lah. Since now we are just waiting for the preparation. So just in case you guys have missed the flour, this is the flour that I use. Okay, you guys can take a screenshot on this. Okay, thank you, Tammy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Rob. Evelyn, thank you, Evelyn. Thank you, Esther. Okay, so we have reached 3 minutes already. Yeah.
Karen asks, where can we buy this peanut powder?
I bought it from NTUC. So now NTUC and Cold Storage also sell. So now that this is 3 minutes ready, what we do is we stir. So you can see it starts to clump together already. Can you see? So what you do is just stir. Stir to make sure that it's it's cooked thoroughly. Okay. Sorry, let me stir this first and answer your questions. So just stir. Stir. Okay, then we off and you continue to cook another 3 minutes. So we apologize for the rice cooker wasn't able to see just now, right? What's the minimum volume of your rice cooker? Actually, there is no minimum. Okay, for Evelyn, right? I like to ask you a bit more. you said the minimum volume. You are referring to the rice cooker you want to use or my current rice cooker? Mine is a 10 cup rice cooker, which is the biggest you can buy in the market. I think it's 1.6 liters. That's the biggest you can buy. Then for yours, I think in fact, I think if you buy, even you are a 3 cup or 4 cup rice cooker, the smaller one, you are still able to do it. I have some of my rice cooker community members, they did it in very smaller rice cooker as well. But I know that, understand that there's those like 1 cup rice cooker, those that just one. Those I have not tried. No one I know of has tried before. But based on the size and everything, I don't think it's possible. And it's quite scary because it's just one pot. But generally, all the smaller rice cookers, like those 3-4 cup rice cookers, yeah, you can also do it as well. So if you're asking that, that's the answer I can give you. Yeah. Let me see a question. Why we need to stir? So why we need to stir just now was because we need to make sure that it doesn't the cooking is thorough. Yours is not watery anymore. Okay. So so ABC, right, your thing is not watery anymore. So what you do now, right, is you do this. Okay, let me unpeat. Let me change my camera. Okay, so what you do now is, right, you add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil into the rice cooker, into the what you call that, the mixture. Then you stir to make it like a ball like that. Okay. And let me see where is how much is my how's my rice cooker doing. Okay. So it's another 3 minutes up already. So what we need to do is just stir again. So you can see it starts to become less and less watery already. You see, it starts to become a paste already. It's almost done already. I think another 3 to 5 minutes will be done. You can see from here. So this is the part that's cooked already. Okay, wait. This is the part that's cooked already. You see, it's like opaque already. It's not like very white, like very powdery white. It's a bit opaque already. So you do just stir. Okay. You see, that's the reason why I need to oil a bit, because you see it starts to become very sticky already. Okay, so we just give us this one another let me see, another 3 minutes. I think will be good already. Okay, let me start the timer again. So for some of you guys, right, it really depends on the rice cooker you use. Sometimes it will take a while longer to make it to that stage. What you do is what you think, instead of doing every 3 minute interval to stir, you do 5 minutes instead. But of course, take note that it depends on the state of the Muah Chee as well. So, for example, I know my rice cooker well, so I know that I need 3 minutes. It'll be good. For some of the rice cooker, right, maybe at the start, you start with 3 minutes first. Then you will see, okay, the first 3 minutes, if it's like still very watery, the heat is not there yet, then maybe the second interval, the second round, right, you increase it to 5 minutes instead of the normal, instead of 3. So you do 3, then you do 5, depending on the watery level of the Muah Chee, the mixture. Then you adjust accordingly. So now that it's almost done already, right? To answer one of the viewers' question, right? Take a scissors. Remember the oily kitchen towel. You start to oil. Okay, all your utensils that you're going to use. Okay, so I wanted to make it more oily, so add a bit more oil. So you oil it. So one of the things you need to do is when you oil it, right, it doesn't stick as much. Okay.
Leslie, can I ask a question?
Sure.
For someone like me, right, sometimes I try not to actually take too much of sweet stuff, so but I'm a peanut lover. Is it possible that I completely exclude sugar out of this recipe? Should I just want to have the very nutty flavor of the Muah Chee?
Yeah, you can. So for example, right, by default, right, without the sugar you add on, right, it's actually quite okay already. But if it's just pure nutty flavor, right, I think it's not exactly a dessert. I always think the dessert should be a bit sweet. So if it's there's no sugar, right? I tried before without sugar at all, and really just a personal preference. I don't really like it. Even at this stage, right? To me, this is actually already very good for most people. Already, like it's just that because for me, I like it sweeter. So that's the reason why I add more sugar. But of course, for you guys who are more health conscious and you think that I don't want too much sweetness, like what Kai has mentioned, they want more nutty flavor. Then of course you can omit the sugar that I added just now. So again, it's 3 minutes already. Look at it. Whoa. Okay, let me go out the screen. Can you guys see? So it's now, you see, it becomes, okay, you can just do it like that. It's okay one. So now that you see it becoming a ball, you see it starts to stick already. Right, you see, as you can see now it's, how to see it's cooked? I think this is the question most people ask, is this, you press here, you see, okay, you see it's still a bit not cooked, you see there's still some white parts. So you just stir, you stir around. Yeah, I think it's almost done already. Okay, let me try again. Okay, see more, it's cooked. I think it's, you see, it's all opaque already, no more white. Okay, so this is the part where we need to add in the sesame oil. So adding 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Okay. So once you add the sesame oil, you see it will start to become more like a ball already. I'm just scooping out the rest of the parts. So you can see from just now, what a messy thing, right? Now it has become more of a very doughy ball of goodness. So some people ask me, Leslie, why do I put sesame oil instead of regular cooking oil? Okay, because after all, right, this is just starch or like flour and water. So what happens if you add the sesame oil, right? It actually cuts away the starchy floury taste, and it gives a more fragrant taste to it. So it cuts off that what we call gelatinous, like I don't know how to put in gelatin in English. Like it's too much of the floury taste. This is to cut it so that it's more balanced. Right. One of the trick you can actually use also is using shallot oil. Shallot oil is also one very, very good alternative for instead of using sesame oil. But of course, shallot oil, it's hard. You usually have to fry it yourself. So you can see now it doesn't actually stick as much to my scoop. Of course, this is just now all previously stuck. So it's okay. So now how we want to do it is, okay, let me switch it. Okay, so let's just say we just want a bit, okay? We'll just cut it using the rice cooker scoop. Okay. Okay, this is what I want. I'll just put it here. Okay. Okay. So once it's there already. Okay, so now, okay, after this, once you're done already, right, change to keep warm. Keep warm, then just leave it inside. Okay. So once that's done, so what we do next now is to cut it. Okay. So you can see here, the scissors and the fork are all oiled. You can just do that. See, it doesn't really stick to my. So just like how we do in the pasar malam in the night market, cut and just roll around, cut, then roll around. So why it doesn't stick is because it's all oil. It's all oil already. Just have a thin layer of oil around your utensils, then not stick as much. So just cut at whatever size you want, bigger or smaller, up to you. Okay. Okay. And we are more or less done. Just keep tossing it around. Okay, so this is the take away the scissors. So we just need to do this now. Just toss it around. Okay. As you can see, right, my mochi is on the softer side one. You see? It's on the softer side. Okay. So still sticking to the rice cooker. Yours is still sticking. Give me a minute. Okay, so now we are done already. So you look like this. So of course you scoop it up into a bowl. And yep, then you can just eat. This is really my favorite snack.
Hey Leslie, Esther asked, can she see the peanut butter brand again? Is it possible to put it on your rice cooker, Cam?
Can. Give me a minute.
Thanks.
This is the brand I'm using right now. I'm not sure you guys can see. I'll highlight now. I just wanted, okay, let me just change the highlight again. So this is the brand I'm using right now. You can buy it in NTUC, Cold Storage also sell. So I think someone is still saying that hers is still like still not a ball. How come? Still sticking to rice cooker. How much do you add? Any oil? How much oil do you add? Do you add at least, if it's 1 teaspoon is not enough, you add another teaspoon of sesame oil. Then you keep stirring it. You keep stirring it just like how you seen me done it. You keep stirring. If you keep stirring, then you just eventually become like a ball. All right. I hope I help you to solve your. Added 3 teaspoons already. Oh, I would love to be able to see your video so that I can help you as well. I tell you, how can I help you? Let me think. Is it still very watery? Is it for the lady who was asking me about the still sticking to the rice cooker? Is it still very watery? You just type in so I know. It's not watery anymore. It's soft already, right? Is it like this soft? Is it like this soft? Okay, hang on. Let me try to remove the excess from my scoop. Now I'm going to oil it also. Is it like this soft? It should become something like this soft already. Then you flatten it out. If you don't touch it, you flatten it flatten by itself. Then if you do it, then it'll become like, then we can just keep molding it to a ball. You see, it becomes like a ball now. And after that, you'll just flatten out by itself. All right.
Leslie, Angie asked, can she do this using a pan instead of rice cooker? I think you touched on a little bit that you can actually use a pan, but could you just elaborate a little bit more?
Okay, so if you're using a pan to do this, right? So for a pan to do this, you are able to, you can do a pan using this. However, take note that if you're using a pan, you need to keep consistently stirring, because for a start, okay, you need a constant, very low temperature, low to medium heat temp to keep constantly cook the mixture. So for some people, right, if you don't know how to control the heat, usually I ask you to just keep stirring. So it will be like 10 to 15 minutes of you stirring consistently to reach this state. So for pans, right, you can do it, but just that my personal preference, I usually use rice cookers. It's a lot easier. I can just put inside, then just wait for the 3 minutes, and I just stir 3 minutes and stir. For pan wise, just take note that you need to keep consistently stir, and once it's done ready, you to remove from the heat to prevent it from being burnt. Okay, so Silver is asking, do we switch off the rice cooker or set it to warm? Yeah. So for Sylvia, right, what happens is if you're done already, I'm good already, so I'm not going to keep it anymore. Like for example, I'm going to keep this all the way for my tea break later, which is like 2 or 3 o'clock. Then if that's the case, I'll keep it warm. I'll set it to warm until like when I want to eat. But if you, let's just say now I'm just going to like send to someone, or I'm just going to like, for example, I'm just going to finish it today. You can just off it already. Okay, let's just say today now, then the question someone will ask me is, can I keep it for tomorrow? Can I keep it for like the next day? The answer is no, you cannot keep it for the next day. You have to eat it on the day itself. If you keep warm, you can keep it as long as you want, but I don't think you want to keep more than a day because it's wastes electricity as well. But I want to keep it all the way to dinner time. Yeah, it's possible. If you remove it from the heat, usually I will suggest you to eat within like 3 or 4 hours, not longer than that. And if you are taking it out and you're giving, like let's say you want to take away, like you want to give to someone, right? What you need to do is, right, like example, I sent some to Kai previously, right? So what I do is that, right, I take the mochi, put in the container, but this container, right, it cannot be just like a clean container. You have to oil it this time around, right, with a bit of sesame oil using the same kitchen towel method. Put a bit on the kitchen towel. You oil, give a thin layer of sesame oil. Then you put the muah chee inside. If not, the muah chee will stick all over the place, and it's very hard for you to eat already. So that's one way you can make sure that if you want to like give to someone or what, this one way you can do. Okay, so the lady who having problem now, I think she solved it already. We're very good. I'm very happy that you have solved it. So hopefully you can enjoy it some. Yeah. Okay, if I keep one, will it overcook and too soft? Okay, it will not overcook and not be too soft. It will just be like this perpetually. If you go to those what you call it, pasar malam, those night market, right? Actually, they are putting it on those, I don't explain to you. It's like those very long steamboat pots that actually they're just keeping it warm. So if they can keep warm from morning to night, I don't think it's any issue. But I think for them it's just that every like 1-2 hours they just flip it lah. Just because the top part will be dry already. But in this situation, right, it will be not. Why? Because we already covered it. It's been covered. But where else for them, yeah, because it's exposed in the open, the top part will be of course like dry up already. So they will stir every now and then. For us, no need. So far I've kept it for like 4-5 hours. I've never had issue with it being overburnt or become even softer. This is the state it will be. Wow, thank you. Whoa, very happy for you. So one of our viewers here was actually cooking with us, and she has succeeded making a muah chee on her first try. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. So this is something that I really enjoy doing, which is to always share my recipes to make sure that you guys get to enjoy it as well. And I'm very thankful and very honored to have someone all the way from the US to join me today. So that my recipe has gone not just in Singapore and like Malaysia as well, and also all the way to US. Thank you very much, Rob. Thank you for making it possible for me. So any other questions we have before we end the session?
Yes. Leslie, Evelyn asked if she can freeze the balance dough and eat the next day.
I cannot. You cannot keep it. Again, I talk about it. This is something that you cannot keep. You have to finish it by today. You cannot keep it. Once you put the fridge, you cannot eat already. Yes, Rob. So Rob is asking if you will be sending emails for future cooking demos. Yes, we are. Actually, what happens later on, Kai will be sending out a link in the chat to do a survey. So to help us do a survey for us, so that we can give you feedback on this session, so we can give you more. At the same time, you can also sign up for our mailing list, so that if in the future we got any more like cooking classes or or other webinars, right, you are free to join us as well. Like in fact, tomorrow, I understand that Workwell is actually organizing a pet seminar. Is it, Kai?
Yes, at 2 p.m. tomorrow.
So maybe you can
It's,
share with the audience, like what is it about?
So it's for all of you dog owners out there, and perhaps Rob as well from all the way from the US. You guys that are probably active in the dog community might know these dog behaviorists from all the way from Hollywood. His name is Caesar Milan. So Caesar Milan actually has his first Asia recruit. His name is Ethan Look. In Singapore, so he's a dog behaviorist. Very doing awesome work in the dog training community. So tomorrow we actually have him to come on board at about 2 p.m. To share how all of us who actually have pet dogs during this COVID-19 period, some of us probably suffer from a little bit of anxiety, how we can actually deal with them post COVID season, right? Like how do we actually deal with some of the behavioral changes and things like that. So Ethan's gonna come on tomorrow at 2 p.m. So I see that Kaing very kindly that has already shared the link ahead of me in the chat. So you guys, if you are interested and have a bit of free time, do come and join us at 2 p.m. in the afternoon tomorrow.
Okay, I think Kai Ling sent it the group chat to the link to all panelists.
Okay.
Kai, can you help me
just
copy and paste it on to all attendees?
Yes. In a while.
So Tammy, thanks Tammy. And hope you this okay. So one of the key mottos that I actually hold when I'm doing my recipes is I try and make it as simple as possible. My cooking skills, right, are self-taught by YouTube, by on our websites, and I know like to really what I call it, follow recipes online, right? It's very difficult because sometimes they just add sugar, add salt, add this, add that, but they never give you the specific measurements, and it's very hard for us to follow. So and cooking is always a lot of trial and error, a lot of experimenting. So that's the reason why for me, what I usually do is I will always try and experiment. Then I'll share what I figured out, and I try and make it as simple as possible. Then I share it out to my audience. So most of my recipes are meant to be as simple as possible. So it's easy for you guys to follow. Even you have never stepped in the kitchen before, you also can cook. So that's the whole motto or whole vision I have, which is to make anybody and everybody a decent home cook. All right. So without further ado, I really want to thank you guys once again for being part of this, and I will hand it off to Kai to do the closing for us. All right. Thanks again for really joining me, and thank you very much for being part of this cooking session. Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it for you to join us all the way from US. And yep, hope you guys will enjoy it. Okay, before that, I want to do something just for the fun of it. Since we are on this already, and I'm going to end it, and probably you guys have been asking, a lot of people have been asking me about how do I find this. So I wanted to do this, except for Rob. I'm so sorry, Rob, because it cost me so much to send you all the way to US. But for those who are Singaporeans, right, I do me a favor. Okay, so later part we actually have a feedback session. All you need to do is just clear in the, I don't know, I think it's very hard. Okay, I tell you a very simple one. All you need to do is put your name, if you're Singaporean, or rather if you stay in Singapore, you just type in the group chat Muah Chee. I will send to you guys this one, just a set of this, the flour and the peanut powder for you guys to try it, because you learn the recipe, but you never practice it, right? So it means you will forget. So to me, I always believe that you have to really try it. So if you guys are keen to just win, we'll just pick a random winner to send you this set. You know, I'll do the I'll arrange the courier to send to you guys either today or tomorrow and send you this guys, so you guys can go home and try. So all you need to do is just go to the chat section, which is like, I think maybe below here, and just type Mochi, and we'll just randomly pick a winner and send it to you guys. So those who are staying in Singapore, just key in, then we will send it to you. All right. So later part, Kai will randomly pick a winner. Then after that, he'll assign. I think he'll randomly pick a winner. Then after that, then we will ask you. He'll give you some way to contact him. Then we can then we can arrange to send it to you. Okay.
Leslie,
Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Sylvia, for being part of this. Thank you. So I hand it over to Kai to do the closing. All right. So I see you
Leslie,
guys.
I think
See you guys.
we probably will have better whole of their contact in the feedback link, right?
Yeah, but we only have
how-
the email, so it take a while for them to reference to us, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So how should we actually? How do you think we should?
Okay.
Like,
So
other than
since
emailing,
now,
how do we contact them?
okay, since we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, one. Wait, we have how many? We just wait a while more. Since we are until
Okay.
12, so let's just wait a while more. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let me just since I don't need this camera anymore, let me off this. Okay. So we have now, okay, as of now, we got 7 people, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go Google.
That's great. Great idea.
Google.
So everyone can see it live.
Number generator. So this one, no play cheat one. We don't play cheat at all. So number generator. So we have 7 guests. So anybody want to join now? Jenny's the last person. So I have, just to say out the name, I got GC, Von Shaw, Esther, Jasmine, Tammy, Karen, and Janice. So these are the 7 people that actually have
Catherine as well.
Catherine. Oh, Catherine, no. Catherine just say thank you.
Okay.
Okay, can. So 7. So 7. So you can see 1 to 7. You guys can see. Can I will just put generator. Okay, 3. 3 is who? 3. Let me see. GC Vaughn. It would be Esther. Esther, you're the winner for this. So what you need to do is, do we have a number that they can contact you guys or contact us?
Probably later. Can.
Or I put my number down easier. Is it better?
How about your DM?
Yeah. Also can. How about okay? So Esther, right? You can go to my Instagram. This is my Instagram, leslie.co. If you have Instagram, you just go to my Instagram, just say, I'm Esther, I'm the one who won. You message me, then I will arrange to send you this. All right? Congratulations on winning. Wow, Catherine is all the way in Australia. Wow, cannot lah. I sent to Australia,
Congratulations, Esther.
I think send to you to Australia, I think will be very, very tough. Oh, I didn't know now I got Australian audience as well. Wow, thank you very much.
Cool.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rose, Mary. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So I'm going to hand it over for Kai to do the closing. Once again, I really, really thank you very, very much for being here today. So I'm just going to sign off right now.
Thanks so much, Leslie, for the wonderful session.
right,
really
so
very happy today how it turns out, because we even have an attendee that has successfully made her Muah Chee live. So of course, thanks to the rest of you for attending our webinar. Once again, we really, really appreciate your time being here. So, but before you leave, it would mean so much to us if you could actually just spend a minute to leave us a feedback by clicking on the link that I'm actually about to post in the chat below, so that we can actually know how to improve the quality of our webinars for you in the future. Hang on, because I actually do, to make it convenient for you guys, I have the QR code screen as well. So if you can actually just do us a favor, scan the QR code and leave us a feedback, that would be great. Also, if you actually enjoyed today's event, right, and would like to actually be kept in the, look for future events like lifestyle, food and beverages, etc., please remember to actually leave us your email in the feedback form as well, so that we can actually keep you in the loop via the mailing list. Okay. Last question by SK. Just like to help to address on on her behalf and to everyone as well. Today's event, don't worry, it's already been recorded. So basically, if you guys like to actually revisit today's webinar, today's video, it will be uploaded on our Workwell.SG Facebook page. So that's Workwell.SG. All right. So perhaps I can just help you guys as well, just in case. So, yeah, this is the page. If you guys are interested, we will actually upload it to our Facebook page. And then, yeah, I wish you all good luck with your mochi making. Have a lot of fun. You all can actually feel free to drop Leslie a DM as well. Let him know how your mochi actually goes. Okay, so until next time, we'll see you again in our next webinar. Please enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you so much again. Bye-bye.
Bye.